Discovery is when you engage the client by asking specific questions to learn more about them and what's important to them and their needs. You will notice that the questions in PresPro are close-ended, and this is done on purpose, giving you the opportunity to rephrase them for each client situation. Your prep will guide you on how to ask each question. This should be very consultative and very conversational. Based on the information you learn from your client, you may need to ask some follow-up questions to gain additional information. You may use direct examples and open-ended questions to achieve this. These questions help your client understand how consumers are using technology. The way your client answers them will help build a recommendation within PresPro. And as a reminder, you'll continue to position and reposition yourself throughout the call. So now I'm going to ask a couple of questions, and some of these are already kind of pre-populated based upon some of the conversations we've had in the past. And I know in our discussions in the past, you're kind of in the process of thinking about building a website. I just want to make sure that you understand that the next step of that is making sure that your website is mobilely optimized, so it can be found easily, it's adaptive and responsive to a mobile phone, and it really is ready to turn a person that finds you into a customer. Does that make sense?
Right, yeah.
Good.
And our website's not really doing that right now.
Correct. Do you have a digital customer list?
Digital customer list, like where we keep the list of our customers, we do have everything kind of in our POS system. Okay. In our billing system. Good. So we have them on there.
That's a great step one. So you have the ability to at least have a customer list. Now, can you segment that based upon the types of products that they bought, or when they bought, or if it's a bid or anything like that?
I can't really sort it that easily, no.
Okay. All right. So it's a manual process is what you're driving towards.
It would be if I had to,
Great.
yeah.
So how are you currently communicating with your customers?
Mostly by phone.
Mm-hmm.
If we need to make it make a change to an appointment, or if they're trying to get a hold of us, it's pretty much all by phone.
Okay. All right. Nothing to now. Can people book appointments with you online? And I know that since your website's really not kind of where you want it to be, lots of different thoughts around that. The purpose of this is really asking, so when someone is interested in getting a painting bid, in effect, who answers the phone? Like, who's responsible for that?
When somebody needs a quote, they usually will call this number. So it would be either myself or my father if he's in the office, or if we have it routed to his cell phone, he'll pick that up.
I see. All right. And then do you, as it relates to your kind of availability, that kind of puts you in a position to be available 24/7. Do you oftentimes get called after hours? Because what we do know is lots of people are making these decisions on painting their interior or exterior of their house. They're not doing it during traditional business hours because they're working as well.
No, you're right. And a lot of calls that we get are after work or typical work hours. So we will pick up the phone, up until probably 7 or 8 o'clock at night.
That's good. That's good. But so just think about how we could leverage technology again very simply to make it be very easy to do business with. Could you imagine, instead of coming in over a weekend or overnight, instead of having 2 missed calls and no voicemails, right? Someone finding your website and not even having a voicemail, but having actual appointments booked.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know we talked a little bit over the last couple of conversations about social media. Are you using it to really maximize that referral opportunity?
I don't really have a Facebook page active right now, so no, but I do know that we need to get that up and running as well. It's on the list. So.
Okay. Just one of those deals where it's a function of time and bandwidth, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep, understand. You're not alone. You're not alone. Now, as it relates to growing your business, are you currently trying to bring in new customers or simply update the type of customers that you currently have?
I'd say bring in new customers.
Okay.
And of course, our current customers, it's always good to have them come back.
Yep, understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Or act as a referral base. Now, in the past, we haven't really talked much about this. On the past, have you ever done a pay-per-click campaign or an SEM program, meaning kind of paying to get on Google, for the lack of a better, very simply put?
Not in the last couple of years, no.
Okay, yeah, and a lot has changed since then. Okay, all right. So you dipped your toe in your water a while ago and haven't really gone back.
Yeah, and I wasn't involved in the business then, so I don't have a whole lot of background on it. But I do know that it wasn't a good experience.
Yeah, it can be. Kind of if you don't really know what you're doing, it can be very frustrating and costly experience, to say the least. Now, kind of better understanding what your demographic looks like. If a 25-year-old and a 55-year-old were to call you and ask for a bid, who do you think would spend more money with you this year?
Well, that's an interesting question. I would say probably the 55-year-old, the more established homeowner, if that's where this is going, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, good. Now, to understand what your how far you travel for a job, for a new bid, how far would you travel? I know you're in Spokane there. Well, what type of radius are you interested in traveling for new business?
I mean, in a perfect world, we wouldn't go more than 20 miles.
20 miles? Okay, no problem. Important to know. Good. Now, what are you doing to currently promote your brand across your desired markets?
Well, we have all of our trucks custom wrapped, of course, and then we have we put signs at whatever location our teams are at. So if they're doing a home, we have signs out front. And like I said, we don't really have any. We don't have the website I'm looking into right now, and then we've done some flyers in specific neighborhoods that we've just kind of pinpointed, and the guys will drop those off after they finish a job.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's awesome. I mean, that brand awareness in the local community is strong. I mean, if you got a good trucks and you're doing again all the right things, and it sounds like that repeat and referral business is so important to you, as most customers I talk to, most clients I talk to, it is. Yeah, absolutely. Good. And last question: do you have someone on staff or from a vendor who helps you use marketing tools?
Isn't that why we're talking, Joe?
Yes.
No,
yes, it is.
It's me.
Okay, good. That's a fair question. Oftentimes it's just things have changed so drastically in marketing that there's lots of choices out there. So I think it's important to kind of establish if there is someone helping you. So outside of yourself.
Yeah, there's not right now.
Okay.